Alright, this morning's project before people start showing up for Thanksgiving, I'm going to try to swap this entertainment stand here with the one I have in the garage, because that one has a heater in it, and that would actually do something right here rather than just a couple shelves with some street racing DVDs and holding a bunch of junk. So I'm going to turn the lights off and see where there's any light getting in between the garages, maybe just spray some spray foam where I can see it. That way it does something at least. It's not gonna make it completely insulated in here, but it'll help. They take up about the same amount of space either way. So this thing's heavy though, very, very heavy. It's from like the 90s. This is like the king of TVs if you were in the late 90s, early 2000s. We'll turn the heat on later in it and see if it actually helps. Alright, we got heat. That's nice and warm coming out of there. That might actually help a little bit in here. I kind of like it better this way anyways. The other table was all diagonal here, and the table was taking up, or the TV was taking up a lot of space over here in the corner. So this way we'll have room, a little more room right here. And maybe I'll end up buying an engine stand so this can sit up higher as I tear it apart. So, alright, let's get the TV back on. Let's get the other one set up inside. I gotta sweep up some mess in there where this one was sitting, so. Oh, and this TV, although it's a giant heavy turd that doesn't work, I should say it does work. It doesn't work for HDMI, even though it has HDMI ports, but the DVD player still works on it. So, I mean, until the day I decide to throw it out on the curb, maybe next spring, I'm gonna leave it here and just have some DVDs going on in the background, because the radio gets very annoying sometimes. So I'd rather have some 1320 on the background, or Rob Ferretti from Super Speeders. OG days. All right, let's get back to it. It looks so different now that I lowered it for once. It's been jacked up for probably over a month because I needed to work underneath the truck. But yeah, this thing looks great when it's lowered. I got a lot more room in here now. Everything's coming along. It looks a lot better in here now with this setup. The heat's coming out really nice and strong. I gotta throw a blanket down in that corner there, threw a blanket on that side. Yeah, I'm assuming the concrete kind of comes up in the middle, and that's why there's such a big gap on both sides of the garage door. So I just threw a blanket down on both sides, call it good. I'll leave the heat on here for probably 2-3 hours and see how much warmer it gets. So alright, instead of making my coffee in the morning like I always do here at home, she's got a bunch of stuff plugged into the kitchen right now. She's making some ham and some potatoes and everything for today. So we're gonna have to just go buy some scooters and just fire up the truck. Hey, you wanna go with? Wanna go with? Come on.
line hits. Real McCoy.
Grand Meander is Monday and is Spencer Main Street's longest stay. Joy. And don't forget to have a Christmas.
Oh man, the line is so long. What do you think?
So if you're looking to make a great deal on a new or used appliance, come see us at Accurate Appliance in South Spencer or call 580.
Got a pup cup. Yes, the pup cup mess. Typical. Always making a mess. What's up, guys? I haven't made a video in a little while, and we've had a lot of stuff go on in the last couple weeks. My grandpa passed, and a few days before I went to the funeral, I threw my back out. So it's been a rough couple weeks, and I've been pretty busy at work, but just to give everybody an update what's going on, I decided not to go with the transmission that I got out of that plow truck because of what I explained before. It's a manual shifter, floor shifter. So in order for that to work in this truck, I would have to either tear apart the transfer case that's in it already. And once I would get it to work, if I did, I'd have to tear out the center console and cut up the floor and makeshift some kind of shifter for it, which I don't want to do. So I'm either going to have this transmission built, or I'm going to have to find a 4L80 transfer case swap that had the electronic setup on it. The 4L80 is sold. I really wanted to keep it and put it in the truck, but I also don't want to cut up the interior of this truck. It's like the only nice thing about the truck is the interior. It's old. It's over 20 years old now. So the 4L80 is sold. This is up for sale. I wish this would have been the electronic transfer case, but it's not. So we'll have to just do with selling this, and then we're gonna have to go through this winter, like I said in the last video. It's pretty nasty, but it'll give us a little project. Get the 6-liter up and ready to go whenever this 5.3 decides to exit the chat. So we got some parts here. These are the O2 bungs for the new exhaust that's gonna be coming out the hood. So let's open that real quick. Yeah, I don't remember ordering a set of 8, but whatever, we'll have some extras. So we'll have to do the passenger side. If it sits like this, we'll have to put the O2 on the back. Probably, I don't know, I'll do some research on how far off the turbo I should put it. Probably up here. And then on the driver's side, I will have to have 2. Because I'm gonna have to have the O2 probably up here somewhere, and then I'll have the wideband that reads the air-fuel ratio on my gauge inside the truck. So maybe it's good that I ordered a bunch of them. I also was digging into a box for my Trans Am turbo build down in the basement, and I found a couple of these. They were kind of rusted away, but they would have worked. But we'll start fresh on this build. So not much has changed. Like in the last 3 videos, I've said, oh yeah, let's do the wiring, let's do the vacuum hoses, let's plumb everything. Yeah, nothing's been done. It's been super cold out here, and I'm just trucking away doing other things in life right now. So another update here. Got a car cover for the car finally. So I threw in some dryer sheets everywhere on the inside of the under the hood, and I'll put this car cover on it here probably tonight. So clean her up in the spring. New project will be to go through this, and then we'll get back to doing all this next time I finally get a warm day. But it is freezing in here. So that's the update, guys. Sorry I haven't made a video in a little while. for those of you that actually watch every video. I may have some new content coming soon here once we get some snow, so we'll get some videos of the big truck doing some fun things outside and try to fill in through the winter, because winter sucks when you don't have a heated garage. I'm gonna have to figure something out, because it sucks being out here for more than 10 minutes if I'm not really working. So, but thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.